Hi, it's Lydia, and I'm back to talk to you progress on the Inventors Archive, and specifically to give you some insight on Google Sites. That is the main portion of my project. So right now we're in the what I like to call the back end of it. This is the editor mode, but really quick, I'm going to show you the publish mode so you can understand kind of where I'm going with all of this. So right now I have my homepage is pretty blank. I do need to insert something, and maybe that's something we can do together for this project. For this assignment. And then right now I only have two drop downs in here, but they're pretty hefty drop downs. I have everything for my IQ kits, so the education kit section and the competition kit section. If you come over here to the home page of the education, so I was able to create, I'm going to show you today how to create the second tab, and then all of these awesome little sub pages. So right now I have my home page information, and then my students can click over here on the specific page that they need to go to. There will be, later this week, videos uploaded into each of these sections with me talking about these parts. I was unfortunately unable to check out a kit this weekend because of some flash flooding we've had in the area. We did not have school on Friday, but I have divided it up. And we've got my lovely search bar feature, which I'm so excited about. If you saw my last update, I was talking about wanting to have a search bar, and Google actually self-populates a search bar for you as long as you have more than one page. So as long as it has enough information to search through. So for example, there's a few things that I can do with my search bar. So if I'm a student and I know I want to work with a CAM, which is a motion piece that is only found in the competition kit, I can type in CAM. And it will come up, and I can click my way over here, and I'll show you very quickly. All of these parts also have a serial number. It's a little bit blurry on here, but I do have large handouts of this hanging on the walls of my classroom, so they would be able to look. These are the CAMs that we're looking for, so if I want to look for this large CAM, the serial number is 1306. I can also type in 1306, and it's going to bring me to that page. If I want to see pieces that are what is called cross-listed, so they are both available in the kind of beginner kit and the advanced kit. Let's see, let me find something. Okay, I know my 36 tooth here is cross-listed, and that is serial number 214. If I guess it's not cross-listed, I lied. My 12 tooth is. So we're going to do 213. And I get both pages. I have directions for my students on there that if it comes up with both pages, they need to go to the original page. So this is just to show you what things with multiple answers would look like in the search feature. So now if we come back here to the back page, when you first create a Google site, it's going to look pretty blank, pretty plain, and you get to pick. There are lots of themes. You can change the color scheme too. Pages, this is where you're going to create all of your pages. So it looks pretty nice and neat right now, but if I go like this, and then I start dropping open my menu, you can see everything and where it's been hidden. So to add a new page, I'm going to add, so we have some options down here. New page, new link, full embedded page, that's if you have the HTML code already written and you want to slap that puppy in there, you can do that and it will populate. I am not that advanced, I wish. And then a new menu section. So we're going to go with a new menu section right now. And I'm going to type in video library. And I now have, where's my tab? In my tab, it is now under here. So if I were to click on this, it's going to bring me, please. Oh, so here's something you can know. You can move these around. So I need to slide this out of here, and then it will make it a tab. And I could come over here to my library. But this isn't what my goal was. This isn't doing what I want it to do, right? So I've used the wrong thing. What I need is a new page. And I'm going to type in video library again. And now it has made it. It's moved it up here because it makes them alphabetical. But then I can slide this around. So I can either drop it in as a subpage. I can move it farther down my list, which is what I would like to do right now. if it will let me. I'm going to bring it all the way down. This has been a great tool, and I have even seen one of the things I would like to do for myself next year outside of this is use Google Sites to organize my curriculum. So I want to literally put my weeks, I'm going to put all of my Google Drive stuff, my tabs, everything so that it's all in one place. Google Drive is great, but I want to be able to have the visuals, have things already open, to be able to see, to be able to preview, all of that. You're also able to insert a text box. So I'm on my video library page. I can open up my text box and I'm going to get my full textbook text menu. This is where you will find all the videos for the archive in one place. So if my students want to just come scroll through the archive, they can instead. You can also here as well embed text. You can put in content, pictures, all kinds of things. It also offers great ways to divide up your space. You can input docs, forms, sheets, all of that. I'm coming over here to show you an example of the form actually being put in. So for example, I just had that link in there to embed that form. This is the other part of my project for the Mentors Archive. This is where I'm putting all of the information about the project, but whereas the actual archive itself is also a Google site. This has been a really great tool for me so far, and I'm very interested to see how else I can use it for education and within the classroom. I think a lot of people were just using this as like a portfolio tool, but I think this has a lot of potential, and I am really excited to see. It's very user-friendly. I've been able to figure out most of the things myself. When you're ready for things to show up on your website, you're going to come up here and click Publish. You can change your published settings. So this is all private and autosaves. You don't have to like spit it out to the internet until you're ready. So for example, when I click Publish, it's going to ask me, are you ready for these changes to be made? And I click Publish. You can also see version history. You can make a whole copy of your site if that's what you want. You can also go to your preview and other things like that. You're also able to customize your brand image, things like that. I put the logo that I created with AI into the Mentors Archive. You can change the navigation. You can change all kinds of colors. So for example, if I wanted the top bar to look like that, it also gives you some analytics if you would like to enable analytics, things like that. You're also able to change the name of the site. I don't know if it's going to let me because I've already created the site name. I can change my publish settings maybe. No? Okay. It's not going to let me change the name, show you like how you can create a domain, and it will tell you all kinds of things like whether or not that name's been taken, all of that. But this has been a great tool, and I really cannot recommend Google Sites to you enough. Not just kind of spitting information in there, but using it as an educational tool.